episode number 7. Today's date is January 11th, 2023. We have the usual suspects. I'm Johnny Zero.
I'm Shaner McCauley.
Hailing from Oshawa, Ontario. Welcome to the Punk Rock Dadcast. We are not exclusive to dads, moms, or those who can or cannot procreate. We are just two dads who love punk. We're here to talk about punk. Local, unlocal, old, new, large and small. No rules, no holds barred. Being a punk show, listener discretion is fucking advised. Thank you for wasting your time with us. Questions, comments, want to start a fan club, want to make us stickers, a shrine to our excellence? Email us at punkrockdadcast@gmail.com. We may or may not get back to you. Thanks to Jen, our producer. And today on our show, we have Mike the bartender.
What up, what up?
This is Mike. I don't know if you want us to use your last name or not.
You can use my last name.
Is it Godfrey?
Yeah, man.
Or is that just your Facebook pseudonym?
No, that's the real one. I'm the real
moniker.
Mike
Godfrey.
Michael Godfrey.
Michael Godfrey.
Do the voice. Isn't that the
Gilbert Godfrey?
Oh, Gilbert. Yeah, right. I was thinking it was Mike.
I
Anyway.
always think there's only my man Godfrey was like a show back in like the 60s where I've ever only seen my last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, he was Iago from the first Aladdin movie way back,
okay.
and he does that. I'm not even going to do the voice because I probably won't be able to do it any justice.
No,
yes.
No.
But he died of the same disease my wife has.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That
got real fast.
Myotonic dystrophy.
Yeah.
So she's type 2. He may have been type 1, but he died at 67 of PVCs, preventricular cuntography. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So it's a heart condition?
It's a muscular condition, but the muscle is a heart as opposed to the heart is a muscle as opposed to an organ.
Yeah.
So it may also be an organ. I'm not a fucking doctor. I don't know. But she has that, and it was exacerbated by pregnancy. And so that's why we are not having any more kids.
Wow.
Plus 2's enough.
Yeah. You got a couple.
One's enough.
Yeah. Zero's enough for many people. So, Mike, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
I hope you brought some content. I can't wait to see the two of you in action because this is going to be fun.
Okay.
It will be.
Mike is a very big fan of pop punk. And as I've said from episode number 1, pop punk is still punk.
Okay. So, you want to switch directions? Let's go.
No. We'll start. I'm just setting the theme for the entire day here.
Okay. Do you want to dive into talking about bartending, or do you want to talk about ticket prices? Because I know Mike has.
Let's talk about bartending. Mike
Okay.
is my bartender.
Okay.
Yes.
When I come in the door, he knows exactly what to pour.
and that makes for a fantastic bartender.
The old Whiskey J's.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been to many bars where they know I just walk in and all of a sudden it's in my hand.
Yep.
Yeah, it usually takes me about 3 times.
So how old are you, and how long have you been a bartender?
So I'll be 29 in a couple months.
29.
28.
Just a young buck.
I've been bartending for about 4.5 years now.
Where did you start? This bar?
No, actually. So I sold cars before this, and then I sold Chevys and Cadillacs.
You installed breathalyzers?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I was actually a meter maid before this. We unfortunately we're from Oshawa, Ontario, and there's a manufacturing plant for GM vehicles in the south end there that closed their doors and kind of got me out of the car industry. And it just so happened at the same time I had an opportunity to go up to Muskoka, which is like millionaire country in Ontario, and work at a Turtle Jack's, a flagship Turtle Jack's.
Oh my God.
Location up
I
there.
fucking love Turtle Jacks.
Turtle Jack's is awesome, man.
Oh.
The turtle wings are so good.
Oh my God. I was just going to say.
Yeah, like the
Me
best
and my
thing
buddy
there.
Brad we used to work together. We still do, but in a different capacity. He used to be my boss. And when we sort of allowed ourselves to go out for lunch with each other and have a few drinks at lunch, even though he was my boss, that was our spot, and was the one at Vaughan.
Yeah.
And then that one fucking closed.
Okay.
I guess it's Woodbridge, maybe, not even Vaughan.
Gotcha.
And then there's another one on, where is it, North York somewhere.
Yep.
That's the only one still around here that's still open. But every time I go back and forth to like Hamilton. I still go to the one in is it Burlington? I don't know where they are, but
Maybe they're all like pretty much West End.
Yeah, they're along that corridor, and their
Yeah.
fucking wings are delicious. I learned how to make them. I don't do it anymore because they made me really large. And I went to the doctor on Monday, and now I have high cholesterol. So today I had a tuna poke bowl for lunch.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry
I
to
was
hear that.
hungry. I was hungry. I'm never hungry. And I was hungry by like 4 p.m. I was like, fuck, I'm hungry.
Did you say tuna?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
It was raw tuna, too. It was like sushi grade tuna. It was actually
Jeez.
really good.
Yeah, man. So the flagship, it's a seasonal restaurant. So it's up in the cottage country of Muskoka. So they only open up in April or May, and then they close down in October. So it was my first time being thrown into a restaurant, and this place is huge. It's got like 250 seats in the restaurant. There's a 2-hour wait at the front door if you haven't made a reservation.
Go a little closer.
Oh, okay. Check. So it was interesting, coming from a completely different environment and being thrown into that. And I think we were pumping out like $10,000 in cocktails every day.
Wow.
Between all of us, yeah.
That was just Johnny.
At one point in my life. God damn, yeah.
Yeah. So, it was like if you could be thrown into the busiest, most, knowledge base of a place, it was a great first
And it's
start
not
for
like
getting
serving
into
at a
the restaurant
venue where you
industry.
just get a bunch of beers and serve them. It's like everybody wants a specific fucking cocktail because it's
Yeah.
cottage country and those people are all fucking piss ants.
Yeah.
And they all want a fucking vermouth vodka martini or
Yeah.
whatever like that. And, asking you things that you have to Google probably
They
behind their back.
They want a spicy margarita that's not spicy. You know what I mean?
So how would you do that?
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You just give them a margarita and call it a spicy margarita for them.
And what? And how do all the fucking white old ladies sound there?
Yeah, well,
I like
they-
a spicy margarita, please.
no, they're usually getting hot water with lemon. That's
What the fuck?
that's like it's either the old people or I call it the Asian special.
Yeah.
Like if I get like a whole group of Chinese people coming in, I
Hot
know
water
that they're
with
getting hot
lemon.
water with
Oh,
lemon.
it's not bubble tea?
we
I don't think
didn't
they
serve
do
that,
bubble tea there.
unfortunately.
That's next door.
But yeah, that was a great learning experience. Unfortunately, I don't know who's going to listen to this podcast, but
Doesn't fucking
the
matter.
management team there was a little bit, I would call them sociopathic.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of manipulation, a lot of like playing with me, and like almost even make me come in and work for free because I was supposed to learn. So it was a really competitive environment, and they knew that they could replace me at any time if they needed to. So
I've found that I work for myself now. I started my own company 3 years ago now, and I can't fucking work for anybody.
yeah,
And I don't know if it's the punk in me, but I just cannot listen to any fucking authority figure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I
think
struggled to keep a job for my entire
That's like the bare. That's like the fundamental of being a punk. I think is just like not wanting to
fuck
fucking listen to somebody
authority.
you don't agree
Let's
with.
play that.
Yeah. Did we haven't played it yet
Nope.
in all 6 episodes?
Nope.
No? Okay, we can do that. Well, right now?
Finish your story.
Finish your story there, Mike.
Well, yeah. They're open for about 6-7 months, and the reason I went up there was because I knew it was going to be like a fun experience, and then prior to that, I've been working so hard for like 4 years, and I just had not had really any real fun. So I moved up there. I had 24 roommates. I was the oldest. I was the
24
second oldest.
roommates. Was
one,
there a mix of guys and girls? Or?
yeah, it was a mix of guys and girls.
So they were all like summer industry people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I lived in what's called mansion. It was not a mansion. It was just like this like shitty dorm that they.
I did this at JPL, Jasper Park Lodge, Fairmont. So I'll
you
tell
know
you
what
about
it's
that
like.
another time. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I mean like I was the second oldest out of all the 24. So it was just an absolute shit show. Everyone was partying all the time. Didn't sleep for pretty much the whole summer.
Yeah.
Drank a lot, did a lot of drugs.
Yep.
And came back with my tail between my legs.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, overall, it was a great learning experience because it's like if you're gonna want to learn how to mix drinks, if you're gonna want to learn how to bartend, serve tables, just like the whole restaurant industry as a total, like as a bird's eye view, it's a great place because it's so busy and they've kind of fine tuned everything to be perfect to what a restaurant should operate as. So I came back with a lot of knowledge, and then ended up at the old Whiskey John's. and I've been running the front of house there for about 3 years now. And at this point now, I'm just pretty much a glorified bartender. But
Cool story, bro.
sorry, bro. Yeah. Now I just serve Johnny drinks.
Yeah. We meet some pretty interesting characters up in that place.
Does Johnny tip well?
Yeah.
I tip regularly.
he tips. Yeah, he tips regularly. Like on the better side of regularly. You know,
I'm pretty.
Like there's 3 options on our debit machine. One's 15%, one's 18%, and one's 20. I think he clicks the 20.
Yeah,
if I'm not
probably.
mistaken, I think he clicks the 20.
Depends on how many drinks I had that day.
Yeah, I always do the 20 because you know what, like.
Well, you know what? When I first got into the industry, I used to get so pissed off when people tip me like shit, and then I realized that like you really have to just like let the good tips remind you when you get a shitty tip that like, okay, I got that great tip before.
Yeah.
You know, I can't just like dwell on the fact that this person might not even understand tipping culture. You know?
True that.
You know, I remember being in Scarborough. Well, I went to Swiss Chalet at Markham Highway 7 in McCowan. Well, they had a new location by Markville Mall, but they still had the old location across the street. I remember going there with an ex, and I'm not even going to say what
Culture.
background, culture, yeah. But anyway, you know, like poor service. They came over and gave the bill, and I said, you know, can we get takeout or whatever? They literally came over with a plastic bag and just threw it on the table. I was like, how am I going to put my food in a plastic bag? Like, so no tip. Like, sorry, but like,
It's a takeout.
can
though.
you get me a container? Like, how am I going to
Wait,
put
the
my
food was in the bag?
It was just they
You didn't
expected
even-
you to just shove your fucking chicken
You-
just into a plastic bag.
You didn't even pack it up for me. I'm just going to. Should I put the whole plate in here? Like, I don't know what to do here. Am I taking the plate home with me?
Whoa.
Jesus.
So anyway, yeah, I don't know. Customer service goes a long way. I ordered my tunnels for my ears. I actually have a note. It's really nice. Like, customer service goes a long way. And I ordered these from PearsonKing.com, Canadian company.
Plug.
Yeah.
You're plugging
I
plugs
am
right now. You're
plugging.
literally plugging plugs while we're plugged in right
Send
now.
us money.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no doubt. But like, you know, like good local guys
Yeah.
are Canadian anyway. They deserve a plug right now.
Cool.
Good.
But you know, handwritten notes.
Yeah.
Same with MXPX. I ordered a MXPX.
That's so sick.
PXPX sticker
Yeah.
for my base, right?
Yeah.
They saw that I was paying more for shipping for than the actual sticker, and they said, "There's no way you're paying for this. Like, this is free. We're taking care of it all. Here's the sticker."
Really?
And it's like, this is awesome. Customer
super
service goes a long way.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
man,
and you're
it's
gonna
the little
remember that
things.
forever. You were already like an MXPX super fan,
Yeah.
but like that just made it all the better for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Solidified.
When I first got into the restaurant industry, I don't do it anymore, but I used to put Star Wars stickers on all my receipts.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So every time I brought the bill to a table,
Yeah.
they would have like this little Star Wars sticker on it,
That's
and
wicked.
you know, people with their families and everything would be so stoked. They'd just be like, "What? Like you just put a sticker?" And like,
Yeah.
I just write "thank you" and then put a sticker beside it, right?
Yeah.
And it actually, I really went a long way. But
Yeah.
then, you know, nowadays I don't do something like that because I realize that customer service in my industry really comes from just like connecting. And you know, I've hired and trained a lot of the staff at Whiskey John's now for, God, we've probably been through about 20 or 25 people, staff that have come and gone. But I didn't hire them because of, you know, their experience or what they look like or anything. I hired them because it's not a transactional experience when you go to a restaurant. Like it should be somewhere that you go and you connect with people and you learn about them and you learn about who they are and they want to come back because they're like, I got to go see that guy Mike at Whiskey John's because like I got to catch up. I got to see how he's doing. You know, I got to see what's
Yeah,
going on
for
in his
sure.
life now, you know. Because like you become friends with these people. Like I got like 300-400 people that come to Whiskey John's on a regular basis that now are
Because they
Friends.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's why you're here in my
absolutely.
basement today.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
exactly.
And there's a lot of people who just go in there to collect a paycheck Pay shit.
Freudian slip. The pay is shit, probably.
Yeah,
No,
it is. Yeah.
I was gonna say they go in there to collect a paycheck and they don't give two shits about customers, right?
I like that better.
Yeah.
Collect
a
the pay shit.
A pay shit.
Yeah, and those are the people. Like, some people, I wonder why they're in the service industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if you don't give a shit about somebody having a good experience, then why the fuck are you doing it?
Yep.
You know, like,
To collect.
and
the
you're
pay
gonna
shit.
make way more money if you do give a shit about people.
For sure.
You know?
For sure. And obviously management will see your progress and
Yeah.
maybe you can actually move up the ladder
Yeah.
or you know, have a solid resume to move forward in life.
Yeah. Well, and you know, a lot of restaurants, most restaurants don't really have a ladder to climb, right? Like, it's like even me at Whiskey John's, like, I made front of house manager, and
Yeah.
you know, I got a $1 raise.
Right.
And that was it,
right,
you know.
right,
And
right.
even now, like, the $1 raise was back when service money was $12.20 an hour, and then like 2 months later they raised it up to $15, and I fucking didn't get anything after that. So it's like
Well-
I'm doing all this extra work. I'm like hiring and training people. So I got to the point I'm like, fuck this, man. I'm not
Well-
doing any of this extra shit.
To be quite honest with you, man, radio's no different.
True,
You've been in radio
True.
for
18
years.
a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
In my industry, the only way to get more money is
DIY.
exactly.
Do it yourself, man.
Yeah.
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 I've been a construction laborer for 15 and 17 bucks an hour, both between here and BC. We're not talking about punk anymore, but
No.
but you know what? This is the roots of it, because we're all frustrated with where we're at in life, and our outlet is listening to this fucking great music that we're going to play for you guys today.
Yeah.
And fuck authority.
Fuck authority.
And anyway, yeah, so I've been there, and then you know, I got my I went back to school, became a project manager, got my first job making 48 grand a year, and I thought that was incredible. It was a salary job. And then I got headhunted and then started making fucking 62 grand a year. And then I got promoted within that company, making a fucking 111 grand a year. And then I got demoted, and then I got fired. Well, I got laid off. I didn't get fired, but
that's the way it fucking goes, man.
yeah.
When you're working for other people, there's always that chance of you just being a fucking number and them just like cutting the fucking strings on you, you know?
it was rough. But I got a little bit too big for my britches and my attitude. And that
Now look at
the
you.
whole fucking punk thing came right back. And I was
Yeah.
just like, doesn't matter how much fucking money you give me. If you treat me like shit, I'm going to fucking work like shit. If I don't have a good home work life balance, then I'm going to be miserable at my job. And everything I do is going to be a struggle and a contest, as opposed to working freely like I so do now.
Yeah.
Like, I used to do 25 jobs at a time for this company. And now I do like 4, and I make the same money, and I'm so much happier because I'm the fucking boss. So I lucked out. I lucked out in my own industry. So with that, we're going to play Fuck Authority by Pennywise.
Let's go.
Someday you gotta find another way. You better write your mind and live by what you say. To
That was Fuck Authority by Pennywise. Shane and I really connected last year over the documentary, The Other F Word,
Yes.
with Jim from Pennywise and Mike from NoFX. They're all dads, and I think that's probably largely the reason we started doing this because, a lot of them have to sort of stop or slow down because of the kids, and now we start this after 9 p.m. after all the kids are in bed because this is the only fucking time we get to ourselves. But it's a little bit therapeutic, having a couple beers and sitting and chatting in the basement.
Anyone listening definitely has to check out The Other F Word. It's all about balance between family and
The other F word, by the way, is family or fatherhood, rather not fuck.
And and just balancing, fatherhood and your punk
And
rock
fuck.
and fuck, yeah.
Balancing
yeah,
fatherhood and fucking.
It's also available for free on YouTube.
Really, I fucking paid for it.
No, I have the DVD too. So,
Oh damn,
yeah,
that's a great doc.
yeah, it's
Check it out.
Check it out.
So before the break, we were talking about drinking
Drinking,
and
bartending,
bartending. Shane and I, being 36 and 42, and always being mistaken for the younger brother, we both had some terrible alcohol news this week. I have a bar. I'm staring at the bar in my basement right now, and I'm staring at a zero beer in my hand. My dad is dying of liver cancer upstairs from drinking.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to get hard here for a second. I went to my doctor. I stopped drinking for 7 months 2 years ago because I had a fatty liver and gout. And I managed it, and I did pretty good. But then last year, when I got a trailer, I started drinking again, and it crept back up on me. And I'm at levels that my liver shouldn't be at again, even though when I drink, I drink every day.
I drink every day.
Yeah, but I only had,
Me too.
maybe 5 or 6 beers.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at other people and I'm going, well, that guy's got fucking, 9 or 20. And, and I'm like, I can't be as bad as that guy. But you know what? At the end of the day, my health is in my hands,
I've trained my liver.
not anyone else. And
conditioned.
Shane has had some bad news himself this week regarding, alcohol.
Well, I mean, a year and a half ago, I had that seizure, which we've
Right.
talked about.
Yep.
I stupidly assumed it was because I didn't have a drink the day before. So I was like, oh, well, maybe it's because I stopped drinking. So all of a sudden, all the medical records went down as, oh, he quit drinking. It was alcohol related.
Yep.
So, I had my license back temporarily, and then my doctor filled out these forms, and she seems to think that, she wrote down in the MTO forms that 8 to 10 beers, 8 to 10 Coors Light, 4% light beers, but they don't go by that in the records for MTO. 8 to 10 drinks,
Right.
which could be 8 to 10 whiskeys.
Well,
Right?
yeah.
Anyway, MTO said I have to go sober for 1 year before I get my license back.
Wow. Well,
Or
I mean,
6
Well,
months.
What the fuck? Or
6 months with the
minimum
program or something
with
like
the
that, right?
program, yeah. So it's like, okay, well, I could have switched to, those 10% beers and only
Yep.
had 3 a night.
Yep.
And then my doctor could have just wrote down, oh, Shane only has 3 drinks a night. Then they would have went, oh, okay.
So that's probably why you haven't seen me a whole lot at the bar lately, Mike. my other bartenders at St. Louis are like, "Are you even alive?" They check in on me.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you good? I
Yeah.
haven't seen you in 2 months.
yeah.
you know what? It's funny that this was a topic that you guys wanted to talk about tonight because, Johnny, I don't even think I've ever even told you any of this, but my dad died from alcoholism.
Damn.
God, going on 3 years ago now.
No
Fuck.
shit.
And
how did it go with that?
well, you know what?
What was the
the
progression?
fucking-
you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, when I was a kid, I think I would turn about 13, and I was like, I really want to move to my dad's house. My mom was like, I really don't want you to go. And it killed her to let me go, but she knew that if she didn't let me go, I'd hate her. So she let me go, and I moved in with my father. And I had 3 step siblings. He raised 3 kids, one from 1, 3, and 5 with the woman that he was with. Her name was Karen. She's my stepmom. They were together for 17 years. I was 1 when they got together. But both of them had a serious alcohol problem. And, you know, as alcoholism does, it changes people. And it got to the point where their drinking and their fighting became really, really destructive in our household. And now I got siblings in therapy because we're all trying to work through kind of what we went through when we were kids. And then my dad was in construction like yourself. He was a job super for a construction company. And one day he cut off the end of his ring finger with a table saw. Jeez. And the doctor gave him some pretty heavy, they're called hydromorphs. And that was the beginning. And then he was drinking while he was taking them. And then, you know, next thing you know, he flips his truck and he's, you know, just went down a very, very bad path and lost his job. And then, you know, she lost her job too. And then we lost our house. And then they moved into like this like shitty little apartment because like I was gone back to my mom's. I ran away after like 3 years of living there. I think it was like halfway through first semester of grade 9. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, so you're like 15?
Yeah. So I was about 15, and I went back to my mother's house, and then they stuck around as long as they could, but ultimately my stepmom and all the other kids kind of just left him, and he was just stuck on his own. So then I was too young kind of to even, I didn't know where to start, you know what I mean, to help him or to do anything. So, you know, I go up there. There was a few times I went up to visit, and you know, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to Subway to get a sub," and he'd come back fucking smashed. and I'm like, you know, at that time I'm crying. I'm like, I'm a kid, you know. And after that,
more than anything, I just don't want to pass it down to my kids.
Yeah, and this is the biggest thing. Like back then, like in high school, I was like, you know, everyone's going to parties and drinking, and I'm like, I don't want to drink. Like I want to stay home and smoke weed because like that means that I'm not going to end up like my father, you know?
I just don't want my kids to be in therapy
Yeah.
because of some shit that I did when I was
exactly.
Or anything
so,
like that.
I mean, it was ultimately 10 years. So I'm 28 now. From 15 to 25, I was the one taking care of my father. After everybody left him, he moved to Oshawa, and I was the one driving him to doctor's appointments, stopping him from relapsing. Showing up when he did relapse. You know, he'd be like, "Oh, come over for dinner tonight," and then I'd go over and he'd be like all fucked up on the couch with a burnt hand because he tried to cook dinner and he burnt himself on the stove.
Shit.
And he'd be like, "Can you drive me to the hospital?" And I'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving." And you know, that was a big part of my childhood. Was pretty much like 10 years of just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, please just stop being a fucking idiot and get your shit together because, like, I can't fucking be a kid and enjoy my, you know, my teenhood. I can't do my own shit if I'm not constantly worried about what I have to do for you.
Right.
And I'm, like, driving him to all these specialists. I'm talking to doctors for him. Like, you know, it was just a really long 10-year road of trying to get him to stop. And then January of 2017, he slipped into a coma. He was in a coma for 3 months, and every single day, like, the doctors are like, "Look, like, there is a 50-50 chance. Like, he's probably not gonna wake up. So, like, you gotta make arrangements." So, like, I canceled the lease on his house. He was living in a fucking shitty 3-bedroom apartment down Wentworth, and I don't know if you know that area of Cedar and Wentworth. Like where like all the you know, that's the welfare area of the city, right?
My wife works down that area,
And
Brandon lives down that way.
right.
I've lived down there once before, but no, I mean, he was just lonely, and I was so mad at him that I never went over. So like he'd find these fucking idiots on Kijiji that he would rent out the 2 other bedrooms to so that he could, like, you know, save a little bit of money and whatever. And every time I came over, there'd be some new fucking idiot that's living there. And once he went into the coma, I had to go over and I had to make arrangements to cancel the lease on his apartment. And I go over, there's like some fucking person. And actually, New Year's Eve, which is like 2 days before he ended up in the coma, somebody died on his fucking couch of a heroin overdose. And he was so bedridden and that he didn't even know it happened.
Holy
because
fuck.
he was so fucked up and in bed. So, and he was like super sick. Like he had C. diff. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a
Yep.
bacterial infection that you get from hospitals.
Gross.
So yeah, it was disgusting. Like when I went into his room, there's fucking shit everywhere. There was like it was just disgusting. And I go in and there's like one guy sitting on the couch on his fucking laptop, another guy's like laying down on the couch basically sleeping. Another girl comes out of a bedroom. She's got a fucking IV that's in her arm that's nothing attached to the IV.
Oh my god.
And she's like blabbling about her having cancer, and I'm like, I really don't give a fuck about any of you people. Just get the fuck out. So I'm like,
wow.
look, you guys have 24 hours to vacate this fucking apartment, or I'm
Yeah.
coming back here with police, and I'm escorting you out. So, it took me 5 days to get Durham Regional Police to finally come in there with me.
Oh my god. Because they wouldn't leave?
I called the police. I'm like, look, I need somebody to go in there with me and physically remove these people if that's what needs to happen, right?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm at
You
work.
need a sheriff.
I'm at work 5 days later, and they call me. They're like, "Yeah, we're here." I'm like, "Okay." So I gotta peel out of work. I was selling cars at the dealership at the time.
Oh jeez, yeah.
So I gotta take a deep breath here.
Yeah.
This is
stuff.
kind of heavy shit.
Thank you for
But
sharing.
Take your time, man.
thanks. So yeah, I finally get them go in. I go up with the police officer, and there's just the girl is left with the IV. And then everything else is missing from the apartment. All his valuables, the TV's on the wall, everything's fucking gone. And I walk into his bedroom, the whole fucking bedroom's tossed. Like they went in and ransacked the whole bedroom to see what they could find that was valuable.
I hope they got shit on their hands.
Yeah, me too. I hope they all got fucking C. diff, the fuckers.
Fuck.
And yeah, so they drove her to a woman's shelter, and then for the next 2 months after that.
This was in Oshawa,
This
right?
is in Oshawa, yeah.
Was it Denise's house?
I don't know where they took her.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just
There's
I
a
was focused on
YWCA
getting
too.
them the
Right,
fuck out
right.
and just dealing with
Yeah.
the shit that was in my dad's apartment, quite
Okay.
literally.
Yeah.
And so for the next how many days, I was just sifting through the apartment trying to find his valuables. He was kind of a religious guy, so I was finding his Bible and just pictures, and he was in the military briefly, so I got his uniform and everything that I could find from that. And I just took out everything valuable, and then I went to the apartment building office, and I was like, look, you guys just need to get rid of everything. Just fucking get rid of it all. And they like my dad because my dad was a really, really charismatic guy and really kind, and he always, paid his bills on time and whatever. So they fortunately took care of everything for me. But that was kind of only the beginning of the whole kind of roller coaster that was his coma, because it was 3 months of going to the hospital every single day, and the nurses being like, just talk to him, tell him how your day was and whatever. And finally, after 3 months, I got my step-siblings to come and say goodbye, because we thought it was over.
Yeah.
And that day that they came down, the doctor was like, okay, we're going to take out the incubator tube, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I got to go, because I had some work to take care of. I was like, don't fucking take it out until I get back, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Sure enough, they fucking take it out while I'm gone.
Of course.
And my sister calls me. She's like, good news, though. They took it out, and he's breathing on his own. So he survived. Yeah, this is in 2017.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I go in. For the next 2 months, he was fucking batshit crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
I would go in and be like, you
And he's
guys are
living in the
alive?
hospital at this point, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's like, you're alive? I was in space. I was racing through purple lasers, and if I hit the purple lasers, then I died. It was just the craziest fucking shit that I've ever heard anybody say.
Great.
And then another day, he was like, I was a Marine. I had an M16, and I was on a cruise ship, and I had a mission. I had to go kill this guy and whatever. It was
Call of
just
Duty shit.
yeah. It was just crazy babbling,
Yeah.
and I'd have to be like, Dad, it's not real. That none of that ever happened. It was just coma dreams. You're fine. You're alive. Everything's gonna be okay.
It's a pretty wild imagination for somebody who probably didn't play video games.
He played a little bit of 007 Bond on GoldenEye. You know what I mean? On N64.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how old was he?
He was 53 when he died.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
super young.
super fucking young. Yeah, and after the coma, he survived for about 2 years. After, he got sober, and I
Great.
did get 2 years of just really what I think is probably some of the most cherished times I have with my father.
Quality time,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah, yeah, it's time, exactly.
Borrowed time.
Exactly, and like I look back to when I was a kid, and like my dad taught me fucking everything, man. He taught me what it was to be a good person and be a good man, and what karma is, and to love, like just seriously love unconditionally the people around you, and like that shit, I'll cherish that to the day that I die, and I talk to him every day. But yeah, after the 2 years, Christmas Day was the last time I saw him. I made us like a nice turkey dinner. We watched Die Hard together,
Nice.
and then
which is a Christmas movie.
fucking right it is. It's the Christmas movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then he moved like fucking 4 hours away, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, I can't." And I think that's what he wanted. He wanted to just get away, and
Right.
Yeah.
and then he died on a fucking couch, man. They don't even know how.
Wow.
So that was in May of 20. Oh God, 2020, I guess. Yeah, May of 2020.
Wow. Where did he move to?
Fuck. It's not.
Somewheres.
Yeah, it's like 3.5 hours east of here. So it's like out in the fucking boonies.
Brockville?
No, I can't. It drives me nuts that I fucking don't remember this every time, because every time I figure it out like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, God damn it, why didn't I know that when it? But
That's okay. We still have 2 hours of show left to
yeah.
do. So
Well, yeah.
when it comes to you,
He moved in. He moved in with a buddy of his that had helped him in the past, and he had a job up there, and like he was on disability, so whatever cash money he can make, he was trying to find that, right?
yeah.
So that's why he ultimately went there. But
Well, I'm glad you and your dad had a few good last moments together.
yeah, me too.
For sure.
me too.
For sure. For
You know,
sure.
but the biggest thing for me was like I spent 10 fucking years trying to get him to change.
Yeah.
And then after 10 years, I finally did get him to change, and he died
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest. What the fuck, man, with the world? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With how is the universe fucking gonna do this to me after I just spent 10 years of my fucking teenhood trying to fucking do this?
Yeah.
You know? And it was like the most frustrating and angry thing, and that's when my alcoholism started.
Yeah.
And that's like, as soon as he died, it was
Yeah.
like for the next 2 years after that, I was
I
drunk
mean-
all the fucking time.
I know, and you know what? There's a good docu-series on Netflix. I think it's called Escaping Death, and it has a lot of people who have died, but they've come back, and they all share the same stories about, basically crossing over and coming back. Their family, like previous dead ones, sending them back, and it's really crazy about how they're always with you.
Yeah.
Like your dad is probably sitting beside you right now, and it's really cool show to watch.
It's wild, eh?
It is wild, and like when your time's up, it's your time's up.
Yeah.
It really has nothing to do with, I believe, like his condition or alcoholism. I mean, I'm sure it could have been prevented, but if he didn't have alcoholism, he possibly could have died from something else.
Yeah.
A car accident. But
And I hate reducing him to that. You know what I mean? Like even my fucking family, like I'm like, we didn't have a funeral because of COVID.
right.
so,
oh yeah.
there was
yeah,
no-
of course,
Right in 2020.
And like my
yeah.
dad was the fucking black sheep of the family. Like he
Yeah.
was my grandmother had him with a man, and then that man left them.
It's
Yeah.
funny how all of the black sheep tend to gather together.
Yeah. Yeah. Birds of a
Yeah.
feather, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he like my whole family didn't want to do anything. Like
Yeah.
his own brothers didn't show up to when we actually did a celebration of life a year later.
Yeah.
We all just went down to the Oshawa Lake and fucking brought some sandwiches, and I just cried for 8 hours. And
Right,
like
right.
my one aunt and my grandmother and like his friends and shit showed up,
Yeah.
but his own brothers didn't show up to his fucking funeral.
Ouch.
And I'm just like,
That's-
fuck all of you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just
yeah.
because he had a condition and just because he fucked up his life in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
you're just
yeah.
gonna fucking write him off as if he didn't have value
Right.
when he
right.
was the most fucking genuine, kind, fucking good person.
And as if COVID didn't break up enough families, as if
Yeah.
and now
I'm sure there's a
this,
lot.
like,
That we can all look back on the last 3 years and be like, yeah, probably we could have done that.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
yeah, but now and
Yeah.
now this, because of a condition, like everything just got bad really quickly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like
Yeah. And
anybody
it's
with an
unfortunate,
alcoholism
you know?
issue during COVID got way worse.
Exactly.
Anybody that I knew, anyways, and especially me.
Me too. I know a lot of people. Johnny, I know.
I definitely didn't.
I don't.
I got
no,
better
but,
during that time, and then
But
I mean later I'd fucking
I don't
whatever,
want to bring. I don't want to bring other people into this without their consent.
talking to
but-
them first, but yeah,
But yeah, we know a few.
Yeah.
some pretty close ones right now.
Yeah,
Right. Well,
for sure.
I got sick in November, and then for like 4 days I didn't have anything to drink, and then I got antibiotics, and I decided, even though everybody was like, you can still drink on antibiotics, whatever, I was just like, you know what? For me, I want to know that I can do another 10 days and not have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I just kind of continued it on into December. There was a couple of days, like I pretty much resolved to just drink during our podcasts, and tonight is the first one not. So we usually have a shot
Good on
before
you.
we do it,
Good on you.
kind of loosen up a little bit. I mean, fuck, yesterday I had 9
The
drinks.
first
Sorry.
thing I did, I was like, "You got a shot for me?"
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the bartender episode, and I'm fucking being sober. I'll probably let you serve me a drink later, but
Well, you know, on that note, I probably shouldn't.
it might be a non-alcoholic one. We'll see.
So.
But I'm being good. I'm being good.
Let's play Bob No Effects, and we'll take a short break.
He spent 15 years getting loaded, 15 years till his liver exploded. Now what's Bob gonna do now that he can't drink? The doctor said, what you been thinking about? Bob said, that's the point. I won't think about nothing. Now I gotta do something else. Pass the time and someone shaving, then he got a new identity. 62 old air cushion boots and a girl who rides a scooter to take him out of town. They would get away, riding around. As the trucks drive by, you can hear the motherfuckers go. A couple of lines and next to Thermos and Joe. He'll be kicking in heads at the punk rock show. Yeah, Bob's the kind of guy he knows just what. Bob's the kind of guy he knows just what to do. When the doctor tells him to quit your drinking, now's the time. Will he ever walk the line? To all my friends that feel just great. Will he ever walk the line? Kicking ass and busting heads, red suspenders. Once a day he shaves his head, but will he ever walk the line? 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 Or will he ever walk the line?
All right, so that was Bob No Effects, and we're just wrapping up on alcoholism and shit like that. Before we get into our next topic, we touched base a week or two ago, a few podcasts ago, just the whole punk and rock and country music crossovers, and I wanted to bring this up before we end our alcohol portion. There's a band called Core Blund. Core
Yep.
Blund is he's an Albertan.
Yep.
Super awesome guy. I've seen him a few times
Oh,
in
yeah.
Oshawa. He used to have a punk band called The Smalls.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to check that out.
And I know it's a really short segue here.
There's a lot of punk goes country.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's like
Fucking hate that shit. To be
No.
honest with you,
It's crazy.
it is crazy, but like this is not country. This is like old school. Like
okay,
you're thinking like, you know, like
Yeah.
draw your guns,
yeah,
go into the the saloon kind of days.
yeah.
Like, I think you guys will really appreciate this track.
Okay.
It's
Did
also,
you send it to me?
I did send it to you.
Oh, is that what you sent me?
I sent you 2 tracks, but it's the second track, Core Blonde, and this one is called. So anyway, yeah. He used to be Core Blonde, Hurtin' Albertans. His punk band was called The Smalls. This is Core Blonde. Time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night.
Well, I like a full-bodied lager as much as the next hard-working man. The taste of suds while dealing stud I can surely understand. The trucker speed, and yes indeed, it's nearly getting light. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. You can fish for bass and cut your grass and drink that purple gas. Sure enough, but the powerful stuff that'll knock you on your ass. It's like diesel fuel, nobody's fool, don't wanna get left behind. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. We're all half dead and them that's left is spoiling for a fight. Well, who the funk will quit drinking drunk? Now, boys, don't spare the ride. It's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. I've been splitting eights and hitting my straights in the card rooms of the world. Chasing skirt and getting hurt, but now I got a card playing girl. But man, she gets excited when the deal don't come out right. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. We're all half dead and them that's left is spoiling for a fight. Well, who the fuck would get jackass drunk? The boys don't spare the ride. It's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. Well, I heard it said that you can get some heat in Irish pubs, serving Jamesons to an Orangeman or Bushmills to his cuz. Well, here's what you do, Tullamore do, you can meet 'em both halfway. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey, they've been drinking beer all day. Well, it's time to switch to whiskey, we've been drinking beer all night. We're all half dead and them that's left is spoiling for a fight. Well, who the fuck will quit drinking drunk? Now, boys, don't spare the ride. It's time to switch to whiskey, we've been drinking beer all night. It's time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry.
And we're back. That was Core Blonde. Time to switch to whiskey. We've been drinking beer all night, except for Johnny.
I've been drinking non-alcoholic beer all night, so I'm probably gonna switch to whiskey soon myself.
Yeah. Anyway, Core Blonde.
Actually, I just switched to Rockstar.
Yeah.
So I can fucking stay awake.
Fucking drinking energy drinks at 10:30. I'd
You
be
know
up
what?
all night, dude. Actually,
Really?
we were just doing Jager Bomb, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
I will be up all night.
So Core Blonde is from Alberta. He used to have a punk band called The Smalls. That is about as country as I get. I love that too.
You know what?
What did you guys think?
It was very fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike Ness, world-renowned punk, Social Distortion.
Rockabilly.
Yeah.
Ish.
He has a few country albums now.
Yeah.
The only one I know of that I've heard of, I actually gave it a shot. And I mean, I love Johnny Cash like the next punk. But Mike Ness's album, Cheating at Solitaire, was actually very good.
Cheating at, we've all done it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Flip the fucking cards from the back and just fucking. But you're only cheating yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that was a great album. I only listened to it once,
It's clever.
but it was good. And it was about as much country as I can take.
Yeah. Small doses.
So we really wanted to talk about Mike. You bought tickets.
No, he didn't buy them. He was going to. We were discussing.
Oh, yeah. I didn't buy them, yeah.
I thought you bought them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We were fucking this close.
Yeah.
Both of us. I was
Yeah.
pulling it up the day it went on sale at the bar,
Yeah.
and we almost like dropped $2 fucking grand.
Honestly, it fucking pisses me
Let's
off.
talk about concert ticket prices.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I
What
mean,
the
like,
fuck is going on?
well, this has been, I mean, it's in the news now,
Yeah.
right? With the whole Taylor Swift thing where people are paying like $10,000 for a ticket.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it was. I can't remember. It was some kind of scandal that was happening with Ticketmaster and shit that they were selling way blown out of proportion tickets for Taylor Swift. But I don't think that this is the same. I don't
So-
think that that's the case with this situation. So we're talking about Blink-182.
Yeah, and real quick here, I had a conversation with somebody on Facebook. Is it Ticketmaster hiking the prices, or is it the promoter, or does it the label have a?
So
piece of
Ticketmaster
this?
has a new like fluctuating like demand ticket pricing, basically like Uber surge.
Yeah.
Right, but we were talking about
But I don't think that's what Blink did. I
Frank-
don't think it has anything to do with Ticketmaster, honestly, when it comes to the Blink
No,
prices.
but like Frank Turner and the Interrupters, that's not even Ticketmaster. And look at the prices.
It is on Ticketmaster, isn't it?
Nope, that was a Ticket Scene or somebody like that.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah?
it? Yeah. So anyway,
Well, I would
Well-
assume that all the ticket selling
outlets.
websites or
Yeah.
outlets would
Yeah.
probably be following suit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Largely
Jinx.
right now, you owe me a beer. I think a lot of big name artists like this who have not been able to tour for the last 2 years are fucking making up for it, and
Yeah.
think that people have got deep pockets for some reason because they haven't been to shows.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
also been out of work because of COVID,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
But they think
I don't think that's the
we
mentality.
haven't had concerts in so
Right.
long. Let's just fucking rip the roof off it, right?
Yeah, I'd rather go to a fucking $10 fucking DIY punk show right now,
Me
Yeah.
too. And we
Yeah.
have, and
Oh
we
my
have
God.
been.
and we have been.
We have been.
You've been going? Cause like fuck, I would die for a $20 concert right now.
Oh man, Friday. Maybe I don't know if this Friday or a Friday. I just learned that this brewery in Oshawa called Little Beasts has $5 Punk Fridays. There's
Oh,
always
that's sick.
bands. There's always beer. I can't
What's
wait
the,
to check one of these out.
What's the location? Intersection.
Little Beasts.
I've
know what?
never
I'm
heard
gonna
of
have
it.
to look it up
And I'm an
because I've
Oshawa
never
boy.
actually been. Little Beasts.
Cool.
Talk about something else.
Dustin, get them on as a sponsor.
Well, I mean, so
it's Whitby actually. Forbes Street. So it's
Oh, okay.
down by the GO station
yeah, I know where that is actually.
in
Garden?
Whitby.
See, but sorry, back to the
no,
ticket
it's
prices
not. It's
thing.
a fucking Wentworth or whatever, like that industrial area down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
No worries. I think when it comes to Blink-182 in particular, I think that all of us have been waiting. What is it, like at least 10 years now for Tom DeLonge to get back to the Blink-182,
Yeah.
and I think that they know how important it was to us, so they're like, and they know all of us are old enough to have real jobs and have some real money. And I think they're really just
They
milking
did
it.
say some shit though. No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Tom and them are milking it.
I thought
No
it was
fucking way.
them.
No, because they posted they said something recently. They posted something about I'm sorry, we're trying to deal with this. Whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that. I'm talking shit.
I'm not paying $150 to see them.
Still no.
It's $150 is for fucking nosebleeds, man. The
I think
VIP
it was-
tickets are
it was-
$3,000.
It was fucking $400 for nosebleeds.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's ridiculous to me. And I grew up, man, like honestly, when I started listening to Blink, I couldn't even go to concerts.
Yeah.
That's how young I was. And I was like obsessed. I've been
Well-
obsessed with Blink-182 for so
What's your
long.
favorite Blink album?
Probably
Cheshire
take off
Cat.
your pants and jacket.
Cheshire Cat.
Or you know what? No, fuck that. Enema of the State.
I love Enemas.
Enema of the State is
Yeah,
definitely.
that's a great album.
I mean, Aliens Exist shaped my childhood.
Yeah.
Aliens Exist was like, I remember being like, I don't even know, 12 or something, and being like listening to that song over and over and over and over on my blue and yellow fucking boom box that my parents bought me.
We're going to play some Frank Turner because this is the concert that I'm going to be missing out on.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about pop punk.
Hold that for a second though, because somebody told me ticket prices will drop drastically
Like the week before or something.
like a day or two before.
if they have.
Well, if I'm
space.
going to Blink, that is definitely when I'm buying the tickets.
Yeah,
We're
then
ta- we're
fucking
ta-
then scalpers pick them up and then sell them on the street
Yeah.
that day instead of now.
but we're
Yeah.
talking Frank Turner
Right.
and Interrupters.
Still,
Like,
I've never been to that venue. History?
I've never been either.
Oh, you know what? Liam from Whiskey's
Yeah.
went to History the other night. He said it was good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Was it Drake that opened that venue?
I think he might have part ownership in it, actually.
Yeah.
I've never been.
But it looks like a smaller than Danforth Music Hall.
What's the capacity seating there?
I don't know. Google it.
Yeah. I saw Danko Jones at the Danforth Music Hall. It was a fucking awesome show.
I saw Danko Jones in Winnipeg.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen them quite a few times. And they're so fucking loud.
And
they're so awesome.
I think I might have had some MDMA that
Oh, yeah?
There you go. I had
I hope
MDMA
our
at a concert
insurance
the other day. I'll
agents
tell
aren't
you about it
listening to
later.
these podcasts.
Jen, you might want to edit that part out.
Or, get some MDMA.
Yeah.
You're in Hamilton. You have
some.
lots of connections.
It's a fucking punk rock podcast.
Yeah.
Viewers be fucking whatever you call it.
Yeah. Here we are freely admitting to our open drug and alcohol abuse. And we're also telling...
That's what people watch podcasts for, I swear.
Yeah.
I must be.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we're dads.
Yeah.
Our kids are asleep upstairs,
Punk rock.
but...
Brought to you by CES.
Well, fuck, Joe.
Oh, that
Fucking-
shouldn't be as funny as it is.
our wives are all taken.
Joe Rogan was like, I did DMT once and became the biggest podcast in the world, so I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we will definitely become the third smallest podcast in the world. We'll be lucky if we get 10 listeners. Actually, people have been asking. Somebody asked on your Facebook just now if we are distributing these yet.
Well, as we're gonna fire a producer. No, I'm just kidding, Jen. I'm just kidding.
No, well, she only got that laptop to work on it this
like
week.
6 hours ago.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
No, I know.
That was like 2 days ago. Have
it
you
was 2
blacked
days
out this
ago.
whole time? Jeez.
No, I know. We'll get caught up. I've only done episode 1 on the webpage. I still have some.
Oh,
bugs.
it's live?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to them after the editing's done instead of
Yeah.
because
all the BS.
it's
that
long
we
enough
do.
making these.
I'll get people to listen to it. I will.
Alright.
I got
Oh yeah.
I got people.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely want to cut out all the bullshit for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's plenty of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's because I'm a guest.
Yeah,
It's gonna be sweet when we get all.
dude, this isn't even that
7.
bad. Like, it's only 10:45 right now, which means we're about an hour and a half into it, and we probably have 45, maybe 50 minutes of content so far.
I still have a lot on my list.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are we talking about Frank Turner or playing Frank Turner, or do you want to talk something else first?
What Frank Turner did
We
you
can
want
do
to play?
Frank Turner. Yeah.
I'm gonna do My Recovery.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, me and Mike don't sound too confident about that.
I mean, it's a good song. Don't get me
Great
wrong.
song.
Recovery is a great song, but
Okay.
I would say it's not.
I played Plain Sailing Weather already a couple weeks ago.
Did you really?
Yes.
Great song.
Yeah.
But-
we were thinking of something off of Love.
Oh yeah, that one that you guys were singing earlier. You want to play
Yeah.
that?
So "Love and I" song is a great song.
I like Substitute
"Substitute's" another good one.
or Photo.
Yeah, "Photosynthesis."
Yeah,
Great
you wanna
fucking
play
song.
That one.
Yeah, dude. Photosynthesis, and you know what? Like, so I don't know. I lost a brother too.
Yeah.
I lost my brother when I was 19.
Oh shit, man.
He was 21.
Holy shit.
22 actually. He flipped his truck on Reach Street going into Uxbridge.
Jesus.
No fucking kidding.
Yeah, 2-wheel drive truck. He went through a construction site.
So my brother also was in a T-bone accident on Reed Street in Uxbridge as
Really?
well, but
It's fucking cursed, man.
he survived.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mine he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He got tossed 40 feet out the back window of the truck.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I should clarify, he was my cousin.
Okay.
but like he lived in my house most of my life.
Yeah,
We shared
yeah.
a bedroom.
Yeah.
So to me, that's my brother. Like
Yeah.
that's how close we were. We spent every waking moment together.
Yeah.
All we did was hang out. So
Yeah.
to me, that's like the closest thing anybody could be to me. You know what I
Brother,
mean? So yeah. But I think, is it photosynthesis?
Yeah.
That's what I got
Where,
queued up.
Yeah.
He talks about Indians and cops and robbers and in the
Cowboys
beginning
and
of
Indians.
it. Fuck.
Well, let's listen.
Man, we used to be brothers, superheroes and warriors.
That's not on this album.
Cowboys and Indians, plane drivers, everything rolling till the endless summers.
That's not this song, is it?
That's not him?
That is Frank Turner.
Yeah. Is it Oh Brother? That might be.
Yeah. That's on the album that I have over there.
Yeah.
Tape deck heart. Not this. Well, let's find out what this is.
Rolling till the endless summers.
Well, I guess I should confess that I am starting to get old. All the latest music fads all pass me by and left me cold. All the kids are talking slang, I won't pretend to understand. All my friends are getting married, mortgages and pension plans. And it's obvious my angry adolescent days are done. And I'm happy and I'm settled in the person I've become. But that doesn't mean I'm settled up and sitting out the game. Time may change a lot, but some things they stay the same. I won't sit down, I won't shut up. And most of all, I will not grow up. I won't sit down, and I won't shut up. And most of all, yeah, I won't grow up. All maturity's a wrapped up package deal, or so it seems. Ditching teenage fantasy means ditching all your dreams. All your friends and peers and family solemnly tell you you will have to grow up, be an adult, yeah, be bored and unfulfilled. Oh, but no one's yet explained to me exactly what's so great about saving 50 years away on something that you hate. About meekly shuffling down the path of mediocrity. Well, if that's your road, then take it, but it's not the road for me. I won't sit down, and I won't shut up. And most of all, I will not grow up. And I won't sit down, and I won't shut up. And most of all, yeah, I won't grow up. And if all you ever do with your life is just photosynthesize, then you'll deserve every hour of these sleepless nights that you waste wondering when you're gonna die. Now I'll play and you sing the perfect way for the evening to begin. Now I'll play and you sing the perfect way for the evening to begin. And I won't sit down, and I won't shut up. And most of all, yeah, I won't grow up. And I won't sit down, I won't shut up. And most of all, I will not grow up. And I won't sit down, and I won't shut up. Most of all, I will not grow
was Frank Turner.
Yeah. With photosynthesis.
Yep.
Great song.
So I really want to see fucking Frank Turner and the Interrupters. I really want to see the Interrupters because I got tickets to see Green Day with the Interrupters opening up 3 fucking years ago for Father's Day or my birthday or some shit. And now it's a bookmark because that show never happened because of COVID. Yeah. And I haven't read that book either.
Green Day is another one I haven't seen, which I've always wanted to.
I have seen them probably 6 or 7 times, met them once.
That's awesome.
Well, I came very, very close to meeting them. I was, I think I talked about this in a different episode, but when I was living in Vancouver, I won on the radio a guest list to do their sound check.
Okay.
At like the fucking Rogers Arena, which is a huge arena out in Van. And so there was basically, it was whatever, 11 in the morning, and there was 20 people and the band on stage.
Wow.
So the whole entire theater or stadium was completely empty except for the fucking 20 people who were invited just for the sound check, and we got to watch them do their sound check.
That sounds so fucking cool.
It was incredible. And they were bantering with us, and like they didn't shake our hands and do like that whole thing or anything, but like we were right there.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. It was probably one of the
Highlights.
probably the second coolest thing in my life.
Yeah. Is it Patty? Is Patty, right?
Patty.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say
Not Patty.
one of the highlights of Johnny Patty's life.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Zero.
Johnny Zero.
Yeah, that's my stage name.
Yeah.
We don't say Patty in here.
I could for some reason I could picture you wearing like Zero skateboarding clothes. You know what I mean?
Oh, I did for a bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
I could picture him I could picture you in Zero too, actually, Shane.
Yeah.
I used to, because I used to work at West 49.
You guys want to
So
know?
did I, dude. Which one?
Mark Vilmont.
I worked at Oshawa Center for fucking 4 years. dude.
Oh, you know what? I knew a few people that worked at the...
You wanna know the
you know,
story
you know,
behind
you probably know
Johnny
Rachel
Zero?
Piontek.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, I was good friends with her for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, best friends. Like we hung out all the time. Because I worked at West 49 for 4
How
years.
is she?
She worked there. I haven't talked to her in forever, but I
She's
know.
like married kid now. Or
Oh yeah,
whatever, right?
dude. Like
But-
she like switched like her life
Yeah.
completely went
Yeah.
the right way.
Yeah.
Which I would see her
So
and I
sad
feel like
about
she'd be
her
like
brother all
avoiding
those
me
years
because
ago, eh?
yeah, dude. I mean, I met her way after he passed, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do P-Tech Park or P-Tech Cup at P-Tech Park in Curtis every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I remember just like throwing out boards and doing the contest because West 49 used to host it every year, right?
Yeah. I know her. Well, I think it was her most recent last boyfriend, Jacob.
Jake Reed?
No, Jacob Hameda.
Oh, okay. True. I just got so excited for a second.
We're probably gonna have to edit a lot of this.
Yeah,
part
fuck it.
out.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a little story about West 49 and why I hate them.
Okay.
I worked
Never shop there again. Type of
Because he
hate.
sold out.
I didn't sell out.
No, the owner of West 49 sold out.
I worked there from 2001 till 2002, 2003 area.
Yeah.
I came up. So first of all, I had OntarioPunk.com.
Yep.
Which my logo was Ontario Punk and the period was a red star. They came out with the Red Star clothing company.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember Red Star, yeah.
Yeah, they pretty much duplicated my logo. I also wrote this big, huge letter to head office. I wanted to come up with an idea about having a nice indoor mini skate park.
Yeah.
3-foot ramp.
Yeah, I think we all fantasize about that working out west.
and having a little small stage where bands could play.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a sponsor for it all. Well, what's that, Von Mills?
Yeah.
Sure enough, a year later, they opened this big, huge place. They stole my idea and everything.
And they made it.
They ran all my ideas. Didn't give me credit, didn't give me anything.
Wow.
Ran with their clothing line with my logo and everything.
That's fucking bullshit.
And I
man.
was like, fuck, like, why didn't I patent this shit?
Yeah.
Like, it was just brutal.
Yeah.
Can you prove that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea.
Well, even
Fuck.
if you could like show the emails and shit, it's like, well, it's
Yeah,
just an idea,
You
really.
know, live and
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Live and
That's
learn.
like Nike.
Yeah.
Didn't they like buy that shit off of like some guy on the street, the swoosh or whatever?
No, they hired somebody to design their logo, and they paid for their logo. They paid $40.
$40.
$40. I
And
swear
now
to
look
God.
at them.
This woman designed their logo for $40.
Wow.
Fuck Nike.
Yeah,
Fuck Nike.
Yeah. $40.
Ugh.
Yeah,
All I need is my Vans, man.
All I wanted for Christmas
Yeah.
was a white
Dude, I
belt.
have 50.
I'm all about etnies.
I have 54 pairs of Vans.
All I wanted for Christmas
I have
this
a
year
couple
was
pairs
a
of
white
etnies
belt.
too, actually.
This
And my mother-in-law
Dude, I
bought
love
me
that
a-
you're
a
wearing one of
Nike
those
and,
classic studded belts right
yeah.
now. Sorry to interrupt.
this,
But
this studded belt I think I bought
Dude.
in '98 or '99.
Yeah, that's when they still made them okay, and they don't
from,
fucking fall off.
What is it? Black Cross, Silver Cross
yeah,
Yep.
on Queen Street.
yeah.
And
none of them fall off.
Dude, I've been
Mine, I used to have to crimp them. Remember,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have the little
I-
thing
yeah.
on the back. The end.
I've been wearing this for 25 years, every single day of my life,
And not one
Wow.
has fallen off.
and not one has fallen off. It's real leather. It's quality made.
That's crazy.
You go to the mall and you buy one for like $7 or whatever,
yeah.
and all the studs fall out in like
Yeah.
a week.
Oh yeah, you see
Well-
my battle vest hanging up over there behind my Rickenbacker?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the studs on the collar there are from one of those belts.
Yeah,
See, I was a big skater when I was younger. Like
Yeah.
a good skater too, actually. Like I got pretty good. But I always had to wear the shoelaces because I would buy those belts and I would fall on them. And I would scrape the living shit out of them, and I would just like hurt the hell out of my hips and everything from falling on it.
yeah.
So I would only be able to wear those when I was going out to like a party or something.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
always had
yeah,
to do
yeah.
the shoelace when I was skating.
Yeah. I got this shirt for Christmas, so there's no holes in it yet. But usually I have little tiny pinholes in all my shirts
From where
my
you're.
belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
Oh,
Makes
what
me
are we
want to buy
talking
a
about?
studded belt.
Yeah,
now,
no
now
shit,
I
eh?
want one.
Yeah, but you can't find one that's not going to
No.
fall apart like that.
You gotta
Yeah.
go downtown Toronto to a real leather.
Yeah.
No.
You can't go to fucking Hot Topic.
You
and
gotta
expect
go-
to get a good
Don't
one.
go
You
to
got to
Hot
go
Topic.
get in a DeLorean, go back to 1998.
Johnny,
Yeah.
you made me write down on my list something about Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah. Why were we talking about Aerosmith?
I have no idea, but you texted me the other day and said, put it on the list.
I can't just segue into that story.
All right, let's come back to that later.
Okay.
All right.
What were we talking about?
You know what? Because I have to take a piss, I have a funny story.
Okay.
Because when you came...
About your dick?
No, but you came and picked me up today,
Mhm.
and my mom, aka Grandma to
Sharon.
my son,
Yep.
Sharon. Yep. You were kind enough to give my grandma a ride home, which is at the end of my street.
28-second drive away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a
Totally
nice guy.
inconvenient for me. Huh?
Right. So one day I was
You owe me $40 for gas.
yeah.
In my truck.
Yeah, it's probably about that
Yeah.
one block down.
Jesus.
No, one day I was there with Finn, and I was like visiting with my mom or whatever, and I was like, okay, Finn, let's go. Like, I'm strapping him into the car seat and everything, 5-point harness. Like, fuck, I really gotta pee. So I open the side door where I'm putting him in, and I just start peeing out the side of the door.
Uh-oh.
No one's looking. I'm in the visitor parking spot.
Oh, yeah?
All of a sudden, one old guy comes walking out, and I pick up an old juice box real quick, close the door, and I'm like, Finn, I'm sorry, that juice box went bad. I just yell that out. Make it look
Save
like,
face.
make it look
Make it
like I
look like
just
you weren't
squeezed
just-
out a juice box.
Make it look like you weren't just holding your dick.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the end of that.
That's
so
That whole
yeah.
fucking place looks at you funny now.
yeah.
Right. But yeah, that's my pee story. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna
Enjoy.
pee.
All right.
All right. All right. Well, on that note,
We pretty much know everything there is to know about each other because this guy's my bartender.
yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? I was surprised that, you don't stay for long, right?
No.
For the most part.
Yeah, I'm usually there for a beer or two.
Yeah, where like most of the people who are regulars at Whiskey's, like, they know, like, the stories that I've told you tonight.
Yeah.
Half of them know that.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not. I mean, I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, man.
Yeah. Not necessarily quiet about it.
No, man, and like I have no problem being vulnerable. Like I think that's probably one of the biggest things about men that is an issue these days. One of the biggest things my dad taught me when I was a kid is like it makes you a stronger man to be able to cry. And I cry almost every day.
I had a good cry this morning. First time for a long time.
Dude, it feels so good.
Felt like
And
shit.
you realize, yeah, but after you cry, I mean, I don't know if it's the same for you, but after I cry, I realize a lot of that tension and the real, like that feeling, that build up feeling, was because I needed to cry. And then when I do it afterwards, I'm like, wow, like I feel so much better because I finally let that out.
I usually just masturbate.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Yeah. I mean,
Hi, Jen.
love ya. Thanks.
All right. Shane's back from his pee.
I am.
Where are we going? Okay. Are we
Here I am on a punk rock podcast being like, it's okay to cry.
You know what? Yeah, we're a bunch of sissies up in here.
Yeah, I'm a fucking
We've
sissy,
had a
man.
lot of emotional episodes before.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when Jen was here and she broke out the Kleenex box?
What?
No, she wanted to.
Really?
She wanted to. Yeah, man. I
I
was just saying to Johnny, it's a fucking good thing to cry, dude.
Oh, I didn't talk about. Let's move into this because we were talking off air about this.
Shane is holding a book by the name of Sellout in his hands.
Yeah, it's called Sellout. It's by Dan Ozzie. It's about 10 bands that went on to 10 punk bands. Punk, emo, and hardcore bands. They went on to the major labels. Some of them loved it. Some of them hated it. Just to name a few: Green Day, Jawbreaker, Jimmy Eat World, Blink-182, My Chemical Romance, Rise Against Me, just to name a few. Awesome book.
Against Me is
I gotta read
probably
that
one
one.
of those ones that
Did not
did
like
not
it.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we played Black Me Out last week.
Yeah.
We did.
Great track.
Blink-182. Obviously, they loved it. They still do.
You would think so.
That's why you're paying $2,000
Yeah.
for a ticket.
VIP tickets?
Christ.
Like,
Crazy.
Oh.
It pisses me off because like I grew up on them and I really, really, really want to fucking go see them.
I've definitely spent $2,000 on stupider shit.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
which
You know what?
leads
Let's
me.
all just apply for CERB for 1 month.
Yeah. I mean, it does
And go to
kind
the
of
Blink show.
segue me into a topic that we've kind of been, I don't know what I want to say avoiding, but I just
for it.
spent $1,000 on VIP tickets to Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh right, yeah, you wanted to talk about that too.
I mean, yeah, like we don't have to if you don't.
No, we will. Oh yeah, I can't.
But
wait
I
for
mean,
this.
like everyone's so distracted.
So what does that mean? What is a VIP ticket?
So I got, it was, so let me be frank. It was $500 a ticket because I went with my girlfriend and we got two. So,
Did you go?
sorry, one sec. Yeah, so I went and I fucking dyed my hair pink.
Oh yeah.
because-
So that was the Avril show that you went to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Was
Avril
that-
Lavigne.
was that permanent pink or?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I bleach because I used to bleach my head all the time.
Yeah.
And then
Let's
just
right in there to get a picture of this from him later.
Yeah. Yeah, I got lots of pictures.
Okay, cool.
I got lots of pictures. I got some fucking really cool pictures of me at the concert with pink hair, actually. But I mean,
Amanda
this
did too, didn't she?
yeah,
She
yeah.
dyed her
We both dyed
blonde,
her hair pink.
pink as well.
She's a huge fan as well. Probably like pretty much just for me, I think, just like putting her onto it.
But
I mean,
that
like
is
this-
really nice because I would probably leave you over that,
and rightfully
and
so.
rightfully so.
But like for me, it's not. It's not just me like jumping on a bandwagon of this new image that he's been putting on lately, and that's been so douchebaggily portrayed appropriated, portrayed to the world lately. Really, I mean, I've been a huge fan for like 14 years, and I think my generation came up, the millennials, the later millennials anyways, came up in a very kind of depressive era, and we all became obsessed with depression music and the bleeding hearts of musicians. And Machine Gun Kelly, for me, when he was a rapper, like in the very beginning days, and you know, they say that he just switched to punk. He switched to pop punk, but really, like in his first album, his album cover, he had a mohawk and he was doing Warped Tour. So it's like he was always in the scene, but never really appreciated in that scene.
Shit, he's punker than me.
Yeah. I mean, he was wearing Chuck Taylors. He was like, my first MGK concert I went to was like 2008, I think it was, and no, it was probably later than that, 2012 or something. But I went to see him at the Ranch in Barrie, and they have these like big pillars where they like the dancers go on the club nights, and you climb up these ladders, and then you get in these platforms on top. And I realized that if you climbed up and you got in the platform, that the security would come kick you out.
Well,
so I would go up to the top of the ladder,
unless you're a hot girl.
But if you went up to the top of the ladder and you didn't get in the platform, you were fine. So I would go up to the top of the platform, and I was punching the bottom of this fucking platform for like the whole night because I was just raging. Like that was his thing. Was like rage was his fucking thing. And it was just the craziest concert ever. And then like halfway through the concert, he got down off the stage, like went through the whole crowd, climbed up the ladder that I'm at the top of, and I'm climbing down the ladder as he's climbing up. Gets in this platform and jumps off the fucking platform into a whole crowd of people. And like that's something that you see at a punk show.
Yep.
That's not something you go see at a rap show. You know, rappers generally stay on the stage because like there's gangsters that go to them. You know what I mean? But I feel like it was a lot of like just punk kids that listened to early Machine Gun Kelly rap music. And
you know what? I gotta say he's brave. I read that in March 2009 he performed the Apollo Theater in Harlem.
Yeah.
A white rapper.
Yeah.
In fucking Harlem.
Yeah. And he grew up in Cleveland. Like if you look at his early videos, like he's the only white person there.
Yeah.
I just think he it sucks the way that he completely transformed his image, because now like everybody who is a hardcore punk or even hardcore rap, they all hate him because of like he's portrayed this image of himself now who's super feminine. He wears fake nails. He like, you know, dyed his hair, and like he just looks like what everyone who's a hardcore punk or a hardcore rapper would hate, right?
Are you familiar with Tom McDonald?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
And anarchist, like
Yeah.
I mean, MGK has a huge fucking anarchist symbol on his stomach.
Yeah.
It's tattooed on his stomach.
Yeah.
He was the prime example of that before Tom McDonald.
For sure.
honestly.
For sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love Tom McDonald. I think he's awesome.
Yeah. Me
Who's
too.
Tom McDonald?
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
Canadian rapper, moved to LA.
Very, very political.
Very
Oh, yeah.
political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Fuck.
But no, that's
Killer
a
shit.
perfect example. And I don't know, like
Was that you just one line explanation? Fucked. Very, very political.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no,
Fucked.
no.
yeah.
He is, man.
And actually, if you look into his story, so he made #1 charts.
He's all DIY too.
Yeah, everything
DIY.
DIY.
Yeah.
So his like
Yeah.
siblings are videotaping the videos. His studio is like
His
in his house.
girlfriend.
Like he just his
Yeah.
girlfriend helping him. Like
Yeah.
he literally has done nothing with any kind of professional help at all, and he's
Yeah.
now topping charts.
Yeah.
But it's because he says some shit, and that's why I love MGK, because he fucking says something.
Yeah.
Where like so many fucking rappers just don't. They say so much, but they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't have anything behind it that makes you actually be like, oh fuck.
I guess
That
I
makes
just
you feel something or anything.
I guess I just hate him because he doesn't belong on my rock station.
No, we need more people like.
But you know what? I respect that.
DIYs.
You know, Travis Barker's working with them and all that
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. Like Travis Barker's a fucking phenomenal musician.
Yeah.
I really, you know what? I never really liked Post Malone.
Yeah.
And then Travis did this thing with them last year or whenever that was, at the beginning of COVID, I guess.
Who does? Is it?
They did a whole Nirvana night.
Who does?
Yeah.
Who does emo girl?
That's MGK.
It is okay.
Yeah,
That's one song I could
Oh.
kind
It's-
of do without.
Really? Yeah, it's a terrible song.
Isn't it
Yeah.
with Willow
It's a
Smith
terrible
or
song.
something?
It's like and what I fucking hate is the ones that they're blasting on the fucking radio all the time. Are
Yeah,
the worst
yeah.
fucking songs they could be playing.
Yeah.
And like dude, I could go back literally 12, 13 years and give you music that like would make you really fucking change your opinion.
for sure. There's a lot of bands that I love, like Rise Against, for instance. We crank it out like overplayed on the rock, and it's like,
True.
oh my god, this is now my least favorite song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know,
yeah.
like just
Yeah.
because it's overplayed.
Yeah, but some songs are I don't even understand why they're overplayed. Like Emo Girl, the first time I heard it, I was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this shit? And like it's with Willow Smith, who's like Will Smith's daughter, so of course they're gonna be blasting it everywhere.
I did not know
right?
that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so that's the reason it's being portrayed all over the radio.
I
But
think
like,
they
Right,
stopped
right.
playing it when he fucking slapped Chris Rock.
Oh
When
yeah,
Will-
yeah,
probably,
yeah,
yeah.
Like that whole
That makes
family got
sense.
fucking canceled,
do you
man.
think-
yeah,
There's still controversy about that. Or was it set up, or what do you think it was real?
I think it was real. I mean, I don't really care to get
I don't
myself involved in the lives
who
of
gives a
celebrities,
fuck,
but
honestly?
It truly does come. It really does. Who gives a fuck?
yeah,
It's
whether it
fucking
was fake or
Hollywood.
real, I don't give a fuck.
It's
I-
Hollywood.
right.
They're actors. It could
Yeah.
be fake. It could be real. But
you know what?
Who
I
gives
grew
a
up.
fuck?
I grew up watching, obviously, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, like
Yeah.
many of us did.
Oh fuck! I watched
And-
Roseanne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really appreciated having some black representation because obviously I'm from a mixed background, and I never really identified with like yo homie being kind of like culture necessarily, but I really liked that show. I really liked that he was like, man, he was the fucking punk of that show, turning his jacket inside out and like being different and but like just strong values and
Yeah, and like look at
lost
Uncle
his
Phil,
dad
man.
and everything. Yeah, man.
Uncle
and
Phil's
just,
like like such a dapper gentleman.
yeah.
And just a great portrayal of.
Have you seen this new Fresh Prince that they've been doing?
They remake everything. Fuck the remakes, man. They're
Uh,
remaking that
it's
70s show.
it's like a
fuck
drama.
off, man.
Yeah.
Leave me
I
the
can't
fuck
wait to
alone.
see that actually.
That 90s show,
Yeah.
it looks like the most fucking cheesy fucking sitcom I've ever seen in my life.
What was the other?
I will not watch
What's
it.
the other one? There's the Shaolin show now.
The
Yeah.
Shaolin.
Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Oh yeah, the baby Sheldon. Yeah, the kid.
Like,
yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck,
yeah, yeah.
man? Like all these
Yeah.
knockoffs. I
Yeah.
grew up watching Roseanne because like it's like Roseanne's using one MasterCard to pay off another Visa. That's how I grew up.
White trash.
White trash. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Still doing it.
Still going hard.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Will Smith, I'll always respect that guy.
Yeah.
And honestly, like if you watch the social media lately, he's broken. He's hurt, man. I think that Jada's really a fucking terrible person and has done a real bad number on the guy, and that's why he's so
Really?
like insecure and confident right now. I think that's probably the reason why he went up and slapped him. Like if it's real, then he went up and did that because he desperately wants the approval of Jada, but Jada desperately wished Will Smith
I've
was
seen him
Tupac.
get violent with other people and paparazzi and shit too. Granted, this one fucking dude came up and kissed him on the mouth or something.
Oh,
I
I've
would
seen that.
fucking punch a guy
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
fuck
too.
that. I'd
Or
punch him out too. Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to fucking touch your guys' Jaeger bombs after you fucking did. I have a
Yeah.
germ thing.
Yeah.
I go and wash my hands every 5 minutes. There's fucking sanitizer beside me. If somebody fucking came up to me and spat in my mouth like that, I'd be pretty pissed off too.
Oh, yeah.
But that's how you get sick so often.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't get sick often.
Mm.
Yeah, you think I do?
Yeah, I think so.
Let
My
me just
kids
say
do.
you could not work in the restaurant industry.
No, I wouldn't do that.
We're as clean as we can be, but there's definitely like in any restaurant that you go to, there's some
Build-
sketchy shit.
Build that immune.
One time I saw this thing that was like, just so you know, every fork that you've ever eaten with in a restaurant has been eaten by this person, and it has like just like somebody with broken teeth and like the most disgusting mouth
thanks.
in the world. Now,
Okay.
like every time I go out to a restaurant, I think about the fact that like the utensils that I'm using has been in like 150 people's mouths.
Well, it's been nice, Mike, but every time I come back to your bar, I'm only getting something in a bottle.
Get
Let's,
finger food, dude. Deep fried finger food.
Whoa.
That's it.
Yeah, the plates are no different.
We're we had a song queued up because now
did?
we're getting way off
Jesus.
topic. We were
Yeah.
talking about bands selling out and
Yep. Oh, yes.
right,
And going to the major labels.
and going to major labels, and you were
Yeah.
talking about Machine Gun Kelly
Yeah.
and everything like
Yeah.
that.
To be honest, that $1,000 for those tickets was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him, and I'm a huge fan. So it was really good.
And that's cool, but not.
Yeah. But it doesn't. It's not relevant to the conversation that we're having about ticket prices.
No,
So-
I know.
yeah.
But,
Perpetuating it, if
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Have you ever paid $30 for a ride to the winter singing sucks? Who loves the show with a full of brow? Who's the sellout now? I don't want my MTV. It's just not the same to me. Nothing wrong with the video. I don't want to see no talking show. Now who's the sellout? Now who's the sellout? But what is selling out? Do you know what the band's about? Putting food on the table. Power in your able. You can be dumb or you can be smart. A definition of a rock star. When the music's in your wallet and no longer in your heart. Now who's a sellout? Now who's a sellout? Well, that suspicious was so punk. They all never start shooting junk. They were on a major label. Now the band is made some money. You're the one that bought the CD. You told all your friends it was cool. Seems to be the truth of fools. So before you open your mouth and you say our band has sold out, so you know what they've been through, you know what they've gone through to play in front of you. Now who's the sellout? Now you're the sellout. So you're a sellout. Now you're the sellout. Please don't get me wrong. I can't sum it up in one song. Open your mind before you open your mouth. 'Cause you might be the one selling out. Well, I know you can't work in fast food all your life, but don't sign that paper tonight. She said, but it's too late. And I don't remember what I read, don't remember what they said. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're gonna go to the record store. You're gonna give them all your money. Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool. I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah. Sell out with me tonight. Record company's gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright. No more flipping burgers, put it on my silly hat. You know I don't want that no more. And I did it record store. You're gonna give them all your money. Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool, I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah. Sell out with me tonight. Record company's gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna be. And I don't think it'll be so bad. And I know it won't be so bad. 'Cause the man said that's the way it is. And the man said it don't get better than this. No, no, no. So I signed on to the record company. They said they're gonna give me lots of money if I play what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool, and I sure believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah. Sell out with me tonight. Record company's gonna give me lots of money, and everything's gonna be alright. Alright, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Record company's gonna make everything alright. Baby, don't you sign that paper tonight, she said. But I can't work in fast food all my life.
That was Sell Out by Real Big Fish, one of my favorites. Love those guys. And prior to that, we had, what was that? Bigwig?
Bigwigs sell out as well.
Yep. This is all about selling out.
out.
Well, speaking of Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so yeah, we were just talking about you know, the rap and punk rock combos
And the way it's like fused together almost.
fused together, and
Yeah.
and Johnny and I were talking a few weeks ago about ska and punk rock and how it came to be, and I had this written down because it came to mind. Every summer I have at the end of my street there's some a Jamaican family, and they always have their friends and everything over, and they're super awesome dudes, and it always reminded me of high school. They're out there, they have their Jamaican flags flying in their cars and everything like that. They have a ghetto blaster out there, you know, playing their tunes. And
They just do this once a year?
no, they're renovating their driveway, you know, kind of, because we're all in townhomes,
Oh, yeah.
and they want to expand their driveway so they can
Right.
fit 2 vehicles in.
Right.
And in high school, I always found the Jamaicans were the awesomest people.
Fuck yeah.
No, honest
Great
to
people.
God.
Yeah.
And the rockers and the Jamaicans, or the punk rockers and the Jamaicans in high school, and even when I would be walking Finn in a stroller back in the day, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
they were always so friendly. Like, you'd be walking by and they'd be like, "Hey, man," you know. And it got me thinking, because they'd be out there smoking blunts or whatever, and playing their music, always so friendly, and I love it. And it got me thinking last night, where is that connection? Where did reggae, ska, and punk all come together? I
Did you look it up at all?
No.
Well,
It's an interesting question.
But so we're talking about now we're mixing in all sorts of stuff. So we have rap, we have punk, we have ska, we have
Right.
rock, we have reggae.
right.
But that's what music has always done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, ska
Every
is
time there's a definitive
from
genre.
Right?
Yeah.
And so now I'm thinking about all this stuff, and I'm thinking about what a diverse kind of culture punk rock and music really can be, and it's awesome to see everyone really come together and share this beautiful musical experience and all get along. And Johnny, I actually sent you a tune. This one's called Unity by Operation Ivy.
There's a war coming down between my breast and I. I don't want no war going down tonight. Stop this! War! Stop this! War! Civilization, I call it as I see it. I call this pussy, you know, I still cannot believe it. Our evolution now is on the way of aid. A world of bomb resolved into a stupid pain. Stop this! Stop this! I'm so different, yeah, I say we're all the same. All God you know, in this amazing game. Self-destruction, fast and bending like a bullet. No one can stop it once it's fire, no one can control it. Stop this! Stop this! Final word, wait, it's not a call to action. We ain't no sex, no, this ain't no fucking faction. Unity, 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 you've heard it all before. Stop it, not exclusive, why is that the war? Stop this! Stop this! Ain't nothing wrong with another unity song. Ain't nothing wrong with another unity song. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a unity song. Stop this. Stop this. Unity as one, stand together. Unity, evolution gotta come right. Unity as one, stand together. Unity, evolution gotta come. Unity as one, stand together. Unity, evolution gotta come. Unity as one, stand together. Unity, evolution gotta come.
So that was Operation Ivy with Unity. Yeah, that's going back.
I'm really glad. You know what, Shane? You've been showing me a lot of punk and punk songs that I don't necessarily know because, you're obviously a way more rooted in it than I ever was. I love punk, but I just don't know like all of it. And I've said this before, but somebody once told me if they could go back, they're 50 years old right now. If they could go back and listen to Pink Floyd and Queen for the first time with virgin ears, they would love it, right? So they're like, don't be embarrassed that this is the first time you're hearing this. It's great, and, enjoy it.
Many people would be jealous.
Exactly. So I'm glad we're sharing this stuff, and Mike's hearing this stuff only for the first time. But you know what? Machine Gun Kelly brought it together because you know what? He's learning about where the kind of this stuff came from.
Yeah.
Why Travis Barker's involved, Tim Armstrong. Getting those guys together, and now they're working with MGK or whatever
Newer
like that.
artists,
So,
yeah.
hey,
Travis Barker's doing a lot, man.
he's active and
He is all over the scene
yeah.
right now, working with a whole bunch of different artists. And like what I was talking about to Shane earlier was kind of this weird fusion of what's going on with like pop rap mixing with pop punk now, and a lot of new musicians like Kenny Hoopla and Ian Dior, and like they're kind of making pop punk music, but with a more electric. There's not the core like electric guitar with a drum kit. It's more like a rap beat, but they're making pop punk music on it. And Travis Barker's become a big part of that. And I think it was just like a cultivation of a genre where kids like me that grew up on both of them, that grew up on rap and grew up on pop punk music, are now like super stoked to see this kind of like this fusion happen, where Travis Barker's kind of just like cultivating this new age of music.
I wonder how they're gonna smash punk and rap together.
I'm trying to think of any bands that have kind of done it.
I mean, rock and rap.
Rock and rap,
Yeah.
it's been
Sure.
there.
Well, I mean, look at fucking Jay-Z and Linkin Park. I'm sorry, but that album
Oh
was
my God, yeah.
iconic.
It was fire.
It's literally one of my favorite
this
top
one?
3 albums of my whole life.
I don't know, but I mean, the only thing I can think of for punk and rap is really like Fat Lip from Sum 41,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Very
Mhm.
fitting. Yeah. No, Linkin Park and Jay-Z was that was the first time I think that 2 completely different genres meshed together so perfectly,
Oh yeah.
and it became really big for a lot of people. I think it was huge for me.
Oh yeah. That was huge. It was huge worldwide.
Yeah.
Sold fucking millions and millions of albums.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
R.I.P. Chester. Kids like me, who I'm 28. I grew up in like a pop punk / rap world, so it was like it's either we listen to rap or pop punk, and
I guess
now
you can probably fit Sublime into that category.
yeah, perfect. Yeah,
No
definitely.
kidding, yeah.
They're a little more ska, like with ska
Yeah,
influence,
sure.
I think.
Yeah.
But
But they had like a DJ,
Yeah.
and they've got a couple of guys rapping on some of their.
yeah. But now you see a lot of like artists that would have been pop rap that are kind of going more and more punk. Like for example, Kenny Hoopla is a big one that Travis Barker's been working with lately, and Ian Dior is another one. If you guys get a chance to listen to any of their music, they're very there's pop punk in there. There's punk music in there, but it's very still, I think, rap industry based pretty much. But
my
Travis
New Year's
Barker's
my New Year's resolution was to listen to one album a week and do a deep dive.
yeah.
And right now I'm listening to Nirvana and Utero.
Oh yeah, great
Yeah.
album. Fucking great album.
I would highly recommend you check out H2O.
H2O.
Good.
All right. Will do.
Will do.
Yeah, I have like room for like 51 more record suggestions. So fire them off at me at any time.
I will.
I'll give you some.
Nothing to lose.
Cool.
Nothing to lose. Billy Talent. Yeah,
I'm in
great
that
song.
music video.
No.
I know you weren't talking about
No,
that, but
no.
great
H2O.
song though. Still.
I'm in that music video.
Are you actually?
Yeah,
I fucking love Billy Talent.
I'll show you
man.
sometime.
I just saw them and
Yeah,
Rise
you-
Against.
You look like you're 14.
I was.
I need to see this now. The thumbnail of this video has to be a screenshot of Johnny in the fucking
Oh yeah.
Nothing to Lose video.
Yep. No, I won some shit off of Much Music and did that. It's in one of the previous podcasts we talked about it, but it was
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you
been a
so much for
blast.
coming.
It's been a blast.
Mike has to peter out because he's got curfew.
I gotta find a place to live, bro.
Yeah, I might be in the same boat.
Yeah, man. I've moved like every 6 months for like 5 fucking years. I'm so ready to just have a
Jesus.
place that I'm in for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just sick of moving. I'm sick of the fucking rental process and the credit applications and the fucking
And the
bullshit.
fucking every time you move, it's more goddamn expensive.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
fuck that shit.
So, you know, now I got Amanda and I got her kid, her daughter. So, I'm just trying
Yeah.
trying to start a family and shit, you know?
Yep.
You seem to be doing okay with that, though.
I'm doing great with it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it gave me purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Awesome.
after like 2.5 years of just like complete and utter shit showing and just like drinking and doing drugs and whatever, like finally I'm like, oh shit, wait, there's, you know, more to life than
Yeah, we were probably
Self-sabotage.
all about your age when we figured that out. Eh?
Yeah. 29?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about time.
Nope, still wasn't done.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
A couple more years after that.
yeah.
So I'm gonna wrap this up because I've had a lot of really, really good positive feedback from a lot of good friends. This one is from one of my best friends who happens to be an ex, who I'm not allowed to see. So, this is why I could be looking for a new place too.
All right.
It's a good thing our wives don't actually listen to these.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Well, I know my girlfriend's listening. That's why I'm
But I know she is super proud of me, and I mean, I dated her 25 years ago. She has been very, very supportive, and she tells me this every week because she has listened to every single episode 9-10 hours so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think my wife has listened to more than the 30 seconds she was on with us last week.
I was
Right.
gonna say 9-10 minutes.
My wife has probably heard the first 4 minutes of episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, my ex-girlfriend looks forward every week,
Aw.
and she loves them.
Oh, but you're not
Absolute-
allowed to talk to her.
I'm not allowed to talk to her. I just text her.
Oh.
Well, I think that's classified as talking. No.
But anyway, she's 25 years ago, long time.
She's still a big fan. That's great.
We're best friends.
That's awesome.
That's all I have to say. This one goes out to her. It's called "Friend and Me" by Off the Mark.